All right, everybody, we got some fun topic tonight to be talking about. It's very, very short. Remember when I did my Mount Rushmore of Marvel superheroes? Well, that was the male edition. This time we got my Mount Rushmore of Marvel female edition. So I got the 4 picked out, and these are my all-time 4 favorite females of the Marvel comics, Marvel Universe, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go with my number 1, and that is the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four. Just love this character. She doesn't get enough love. Cannot wait to see Vanessa Kirby play this character in Fantastic Four First Steps. This coming up July. I'm really hyped up. I've been a huge fan of that character for a very long time, and you don't hear nothing mentioned about her too often. Not really much of the Fantastic Four either. But going with my number 2, is my favorite X-Lady of all time, and that is Storm, Aurora Monroe, the mutant with the ability to control the weather elements, all that stuff. I was introduced to this character with the 1990s cartoon series that was on Fox Saturday Morning Kids back in the mid-90s. Very, very fun character. I love this character, and this character I just love because I love the outdoors, and with her ability to manipulate the weather or control the weather and stuff like that, I thought was so cool. What more can you say about Storm? My favorite costume is from that show, which is the costume that Jim Lee created for her. It is the whole white costume, which is definitely stunning once you see it. It really is. My number 3 is another X-Lady, and it's another one of my favorites, Rogue, the Southern Bella Rogue, the one that can zap power. She does eventually get her other powers from Ms. Marvel. Pretty much sucks the life force out of her, and she's got the ability to fly, the superhuman strength, you name it, man. Unfortunately, we didn't get that with the Fox X-Men movies with Rogue, with Anna Paquin. We only got the ability of her taking the powers away with her skin-to-skin contact. But that's how she actually started out in the comics until she met not Captain Marvel, but technically, Carol Danvers becomes Captain Marvel from Ms. Marvel. So, to make it clear that Carol Danvers was Ms. Marvel, and then she became Captain Marvel. But this was back when Carol Danvers was Ms. Marvel at this point. I believe. I'm not really big with the whole X-Men lore because there's a whole bunch of X-Men stuff out there, but it was when Carol Danvers was Ms. Marvel is when her and Rogue had an encounter, and then Rogue pretty much sucked the whole life force out of her pretty much, and got the power to fly and the power of superhuman strength, which I thought was pretty badass. But hopefully, there's been talks about Rogue coming into the MCU, and hopefully we do get the Rogue that we all know and love, the one that, not only just has the ability to steal people's power, other mutants' powers, but to go ahead and have the ability to fly, the ability of superhuman strength. And she's become a fan favorite of mine over time, And then the 4th and final one on the Mount Rushmore, I had to really think about it, and I'm going with Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, the assassin. I just love this character. I love what Scarlett Johansson did with the MCU with her. The only problem I did have is that they didn't give her like the Russian accent. Now we do have another Black Widow, which is played by Florence Pugh, which is Yelena. She has the accent, which is really cool. That was something that Natasha was missing in the MCU, but hey, I can deal with it. But I love, either way, I love the MCU version of Black Widow and the comics version of Black Widow. And, the whole black bodysuit, one-piece suit is really, to me, is really, really sexy. I really love it, I mean, you name it, and plus she is an Avenger as well. She was, on the Avengers, and this is definitely, I really had to think about it when I did this list, because I said, who's on my Mount Rushmore of Marvel female edition. Because we already did the guys. Let's do the females now. And these are my 4 favorite Marvel women of all time. Right here. And I'm going to go through it again. Invisible Woman, Storm, Rogue, and Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. So, without further ado, guys, that is it. That's all I got for tonight. Take care, and see you guys back in the next one.